Good morning and welcome to finals day here at NZMMNA Mixed Nationals for 2023. We have our first match of the day today, Wellington Masters versus Waikato Tainui. Should be a really good matchup, both teams having some really good matches throughout the week. Should be a good matchup down the Waikato Tainui attacking end. I think we'll see some really good competition out there between Simon and Hori. It's a good matchup there, really cancelling each other out.
There we go.
Wellington with the first centre pass, and a bit of a wayward pass goes over the sideline.
Come on.
Not the kind of start Wellington would have been after, but we've all been there at 10 o'clock in the morning. Never quite hit that first pass how you want to. Just a quick discussion between the umpire and the players here. Nice long ball there. Waikato working hard to try and get to circle edge. Find an angle into the strong goal shooter. Great feed in from the wing attack. And Waikato first on the board. Really made the most of the mismatch in that circle. Great take there by Mark Sutton outside the circle. Leaves a 2-on-1 matchup inside the circle here. And well taken care of. Other than that first turnover, it's been a pretty clean start by both teams. Good hands by John there. Wing defence for Waikato Lee Emery will be well known to most of these Wellington players. She does reside around this area and has played a lot of netball with a lot of them. Nice little swing ball, goes through the triangle and then into the goal shooter. Loves the triangle around the circle edge.
And the cool thing is we've got...
It's a dangerous pass to be throwing, but Waikato seem pretty confident of hitting the mark with that one. Nice little pop. Really confident start from both of the shooters. Waikato in a really tight man on defence so far in this quarter. Unlucky there from John. Just lost track of the flight of the ball, unfortunately. And nice easy finish there from Brock. Beautiful feed in from the goal attack. Good even start here, 3 each on centre pass to start off with.
We're all professional round here.
Beautiful ball in from the Wellington wing attack. You can see a really good connection there between the attacking mid-quarters and the shooting circle for Wellington. Unlucky there, just Hori just getting stuck behind and making contact over the top there. And a nice easy feed into the goal shooter. A really physical start here, something we haven't seen too much of through the Masters division so far through this competition. But it all turns on when finals rock up. Great save there by Mark Sutton. Just a little bit late from the goal defender. There's a lot of familiarity down in that circle. John is also a local Wellington player. Obviously has some roots in Waikato Tainui, but currently living in this area, so they would have spent a lot of time playing against each other. Really good pressure through the mid-court for Wellington so far. Pressuring a lot of long ball, giving the defenders a chance to go and attack some space. Beautiful outside arm there by Hori. Obstruction call there, just a little bit too close to the player taking the inbound. Beautiful give and go on the circle edge. And good rebounding from the goal shooter. Still on centre pass at 5 each here. Beautiful take by Hannah O'Connor. Four minutes left to go in the quarter, currently 6-5 to Wellington. Wellington centre John Casey really putting a lot of pressure on the Waikato centre, just making it really tough for him out there to find space and get to the ball. But Waikato work it really well and score another one to make it 6-all. Both teams really getting themselves into trouble through the mid-court when they're stepping on and trying to pass on the move. A great take by the Wellington goal shooter. Just holding great space next to the post, making it impossible for the defender to get into it.
You're doing really well. More than good. Nikki, can you let her know she's doing really well, please? Oh, don't worry about it. If you touch the screen, it'll come back.
Beautiful outside arm by the Wellington goal defence. And Wellington are away with their first opportunity to really break and get ahead here. Great circle edge drive. That Waikato goal defence looks really keen to get out and hunt the ball.
Please stay off the channel. Real good.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Did you get a photo of this and see it?
Great rebounding there. Looked for all money like that shot from the goal attack was going in, but goal shooter getting perfect rebounding position. Looked like John had all rights to the ball there, but a contact by the goal defender in the contest meant that Wellington got possession and put it away. Out to a 9-6 lead currently. Beautiful little front position by the goal attack, looking for the give and go, but contested well by the Wellington centre. And an easy little finish for the goal shooter. Didn't look too confident in taking that shot, did look for the offload, but put it away when it mattered. It is a hotly contested battle in there. A caution to the goalkeeper for Waikato John there. Just persistent contact. I think it was just a matter of too many in a row. But he's been put under so much pressure that he's just keeping himself in the fight as long as he can. Beautiful feed in there. 20 seconds left to see what Weller can do with it. Wellington really need to get this in quickly if they're going to. Just making sure we get the penalty set where it's supposed to be. Great feed in. Waikato goalkeeper John given a warning there for intentional contact. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Wellington leading 11-8. Hotly contested at both ends, and the mid-court battle was really fascinating with the Wellington centre, I think, really causing a lot of pressure and creating it for us there. We'll be back at the end of the next quarter. Welcome back to Mixed Nationals 2023 at Te Rauparaha Arena in Porirua. You are watching the Masters final between Waikato Tainui and Wellington. Wellington currently leading 11-8, just one turnover in the game so far. It has been a really hot contested battle. Waikato have been forced into some changes with their goalkeeper getting a warning right at the end of the first quarter, which means that the goal shooter Simon Bree has gone down to goalkeeper, and they have a new goal shooter on the court. Waikato's goal attack is doing a great job working front space. Unfortunately lost possession there by the new goal shooter on the court. Means a turnover to Wellington. Looks like Waikato are setting up a mid-court zone. Really trying to force the ball into the air. That's a great drive by the goal defender from Wellington though. Really opening up the space. Getting in front and forcing the contact. Best way to break that zone is to get from some front space and create a contact because it busts it wide open. Beautiful ball into the goal shooter at the top of the circle. Missed shot and a contact by the Wellington goal shooter means that it is currently Waikato's ball. Beautiful rebounding position from Simon Bree there, made it really difficult. Made him have to force over the top to try and get it. Yeah. Fortunately a late takeoff from Lee Emery there meant a step. Just caught the ball as she was leaving the ground, which meant as soon as she landed it was a step. Wellington centre John Casey is doing an awesome job here, creating heaps of space for his mid-quarters, but also harassing his opposite. And a nice easy finish from Mark Sutton. Wellington now looking to consolidate that break. Hannah O'Connor looking back for the reset. Waikato doing a great job forcing Wellington off the circle edge and making that feed really difficult. Good little tip from Lee Emery there, but unfortunately just stepped inside. Great two-handed take from Mark Sutton there. Wellington consolidate that break and take it out to 13-8. Very congested up the top of the circle there with all four mid-court players in the same area. But a beautiful pass, seeing the defender's eyes down, force the contact. And a nice settling finish for Waikato there. Great little change of direction from Hannah O'Connor. And a nice little tip in the contest. Some complaints from the crowd, but I can confirm that ball did touch the rim, so Mark Sutton was able to play at it. But he won't be happy about those two misses in a row right at the base of the post. Oh, break from Waikato there gives Wellington another opportunity. Those are the little mistakes that you really want to keep out of the game if you're going to keep in it, especially in a final. Another great drive by John Casey and a little swing ball to... Can't hit the mark with the pass to the goal attack though. Beautiful long pass over the pressure. Wellington looked like they were setting up a little mid-court zone there. But the ability to look over the top of that and see the player driving right into the back of the centre third worked out great. Great defensive pressure there by the goal defence. Worked their feet really well and forced a wayward pass. Ball goes to Waikato though. Porirua with his little patented side hand defence there. Waikato Tainui are doing a really good job of forcing the Wellington mid-quarters off circle edge, making it really hard for them to get an easy feed into their shooters. That is great vision though from the centre going over the top, and Mark Sutton closing down on the ball well. Wellington out to 15-10 now. It has been a really hotly contested battle, just a couple of really basic turnovers have cost Waikato so far. Still only 2 breaks in the game so far. Really good chase from the goal attack. A little bump from Hori means that Waikato will get the shot. Oh, it was a tight one, but wing attack given to the given possession there. I really like that a change of interpretation in the rules that netball have brought in, because it means that if you do just miss out, you're not getting penalised. And a beautiful little feed into the goal shooter. Nice little swing ball. Just a little nudge by the goalkeeper there. Gives Wellington an easy shot at the post. Beautiful little give and go, opens up the space for the goal shooter from Waikato. Doesn't look too confident shooting over that lean, but puts it away. Great front space there from Wellington goal attack. Wellington goal attack looks happy just being a third feeder at the moment and making sure Mark Sutton gets the easy shots under the post. 2 minutes left in the first half, 17-12 to Wellington. Again, still only the 2 breaks in it, so a really tight contest. Wellington centre John Casey getting called for the contact there. Beautiful outside arm by Hori, brings it in. Did really well to control his body there and hold on to the ball, not fall out of court. Nice little change of direction by Hannah O'Connor. And Wellington centre John Casey doing a really good job there, using the ball to create that opening for the pass. Wellington goal shooter doesn't seem happy about the fact that he's going to have to get straight back into it. And he'll get that rest he wanted right now. It looks like 3 days worth of netball's really taken it out of some of these players. Down on hands and knees, even though they don't have to move very far. Beautiful all over the shoulder pass there from the Waikato goal attack. Beautiful tip there from the goal defence from Waikato. Waikato, can they make it count? 3 seconds left on the clock. Doesn't look like they're quite going to get it. Beaten by the Hooter, but really good finish there from Waikato. We are at half-time at Mixed Nationals 2023 Masters Grade Final, with Wellington leading 19-13, and we'll be back after a break. Welcome back to Mixed Nationals 2023 here at Te Rauparaha Arena in Porirua. You are joining us for the second half of the Masters final between Wellington and Waikato Tainui. Wellington still unchanged from the starting lineup. Waikato being forced into a change in that second quarter, with Lart Sinclair coming in to goal shooter and Simon Bree moving down to goal attack. Difference in this game so far really has just been a couple of poor turnovers by Waikato. Really unfortunate there, a good contest just ended up coming off the head of the Waikato player. Well, unfortunate there, just a little contact. Still a really tight game. There's really only 3 turnovers in it, and anyone who's played the game knows how quickly that can change. Great 2 hands there from Mark Sutton. Secures the rebound. Won't be happy with that though, missing the follow-up. This is a really good opportunity for Waikato to get themselves back into it. Close to a step there. Umpire thought about it. Beautiful little behind the back pass. Creates a nice little triangle for the Waikato mid-quarters. And then a lot of looks at umpires at the moment. Players, I think, need to just get on with the game and play it. Some really good contesting going on. Great take there. And a beautiful finish by the goal shooter from Waikato. So Waikato trying to force Wellington wide on the attack, down the attacking end. Beautiful take there by Mark and good finish. I'd love to see Waikato's centre get a little bit more involved in the play, but I think that was unfortunate. A really good turnover. Unfortunately, two players holding on to the ball at the same time meant that Waikato got the ball back. Fantastic rebounding position by the Wellington goal defender there. Time stops so that we can get a towel on the court. Like I was saying before, I'd love to see the Waikato centre JJ Sherritt get a little bit more involved in the play. At the moment, I think John Casey's just getting the better of that matchup. But maybe just a little bit more pre-work to get himself open, because he's shown when he gets the ball near circle edge, he's got great vision. Beautiful piece of defence though by JJ Sherritt there. And that might be just the thing to start getting him into this game. Nice little feed into the front space there. Right out in front. A few little misses by Mark Sutton here. Would be nice to see him go up with a bit more confidence and put the ball in the hoop. Just looks like he's rushing it at the moment. Beautiful tip by JJ there. You may not have seen that on camera, but the Waikato centre JJ Sherritt just took the opportunity to take a quick little breather around the corner while the umpires had the clock stop. That's a veteran move if ever I've seen one. Beautiful feed in there, but Waikato centre JJ Sherritt just going offside means that Wellington get a free pass inside the circle. A little step away feed, tipped by Waikato, and maybe Wellington just getting a little bit cute there. I think they need to just use the edge of the circle. They had two middies on the circle edge in strong positions. Wellington goal shooter Mark Sutton looking exhausted out there. Beautiful feed in. Great work getting it to the goal attack. Good use of the post there just to get himself a little bit closer and give himself a moment to get composed. Wellington up 22-15 here. It's been a really tight battle. Unfortunate there, forcing himself out of court. Tried to control it off the post, but jumped in from out of court when he regained possession. Beautiful drive by Lee. They need a lot more of that punching to the ball, because at the moment they're having to go over the top a lot more than they would like to, and really introducing Wellington into some contests. Beautiful read there by Chanel from the goal defence from Wellington, and in return from the goal defence from Waikato. Just ability to read the line of the ball was fantastic there. Another feed into Mark, and he looked a bit more composed on that finish. Waikato throw on the baseline. Let's see how they... Both their mid-cutters have fantastic position, but obstruction from the Wellington goalkeeper on the inbound gave the ball an easy shot for the Waikato goal shooter, Lark Sinclair. Waikato still working through that mid-court zone, really trying to force the ball wide and high. And they've done just that. Beautiful pick up by JJ. And some great work through the mid-court, but just stifling a little bit here. I think the goal shooter may have just got his timing off, trying to drive through. Beautiful feed to the goal attack. That's more like it from Waikato, a bit more of that mid-court zone working doing a really good job for them there. Waikato wing attacks, really controlling the speed of play here. Nice little finish. Brings Waikato back within 5. This game is by no means over with a quarter and 3 minutes to play. Just down 5. Great little sweep of the front by Wellington goal attack. Unfortunately couldn't make the goal count, but another great piece of rebounding by Mark Sutton. I've been really impressed with his athleticism. He's obviously a big, solid guy, but he's moving really well athletically, going for those rebounds and chasing the loose ball. Little tangle up there.
Yeah. Nice wrestle for the ball.
Great thing about watching this grade is the sportsmanship's just outstanding. They're all playing hard, but it's all done with a smile on their face. Great little pocket feed. Fantastic contest there. The Waikato circle are really tightening up and pushing Mark Sutton into areas that he's not as comfortable in. And it is making it a lot harder for the Wellington feeders to get the ball into him. Great little drive through the middle. Mark Sutton holding really good front space there. Just under a minute to play. Good little give and go there between the Waikato wing attack and goal attack. And swings the front beautifully. Unfortunately can't make the goal count. Leads out to 8, 30 seconds left in the quarter. Some really good work through the midcourt by Waikato there. Just couldn't quite finish the goal at the end under some really good pressure on the lane. Great chase back by the Waikato goal defence to get that one back. They got 15 seconds to try and get this ball down court. Beautiful little change of direction. It's a caution to the Wellington centre there. Trying to force a contact, doing it intentionally to give them the best chance of slowing down play. What a shot by the Waikato goal shooter, Lart Sinclair, to finish the quarter. That'll give them a little bit of confidence going into this last quarter. That is the end of the third quarter here at Te Rauparaha Arena, with Wellington leading 26-19, and we will be back after the break. Good morning and welcome back to Te Rauparaha Arena in Porirua. You are joining us for the fourth quarter of the Masters Grade final between Waikato Tainui and Wellington, with Wellington leading 26-19. Looks like a few changes on for both teams. Chance to stretch the legs for a few players and for some others to have a bit of a break. I am surprised to see Mark Sutton come out, as he has been on his hands on knees heaving for most of that last quarter, but his role obviously very important within this side. Mark definitely playing a lot higher than he would like to here. Waikato goalkeeper Simon Bree doing a really good job of forcing him high. Nice little feed in. Players from both teams really getting themselves in trouble trying to step on and pass, really getting themselves closer to those hands and creating a lot of trouble. So I would like to see a little bit more control, especially from Waikato, as they are trying to come back into this match. Beautiful read by the Wellington goal defence there, coming through the middle. Beautiful swing ball to Hannah O'Connor. Good contact from the goal defender there. Great pass into Mark Sutton, just taking his time on this one and putting it through. Beautiful pass from the mid-third into the goal attack. Fortunately can't put the shot away though. Waikato really need to make sure of these turnovers to give themselves a chance in this match. Wellington centre John Casey doing a power of work, really denying them space on the circle edge, forcing the Waikato mid-quarters high, not giving them an easy feed in. Great pressure by the Wellington attack. I would like to see the Waikato attack really just have some confidence shooting the ball. At this point, those little passes are just too risky for what you're trying to do. Beautiful change of direction from Hannah O'Connor. Good hands by Simon Bree down there. Really attacking the flight of the ball once he had lost his shooter. Massive strong take from Mark Sutton. Their connections were really a strong, clear one between John Casey and Mark Sutton. Clearly played a bit together and understand the space really well. Unlucky there from Lee Emery. She has moved into centre, just losing control of the ball and ended up stepping as a result. Obstruction call by goalkeeper Simon Bree. And all pass into Mark Sutton for the finish. Wellington leading 30-19 here. The score really starting to blow out. But good to see both teams still playing with good spirits. Beautiful little pocket ball. Really well done by Wellington goalkeeper Chanel by faking the pass across the circle and drawing the goalkeeper off the shooter, giving her the easy pass to post. Beautiful feed in. Great front space by the Waikato goal shooter. And the finish to go with it. Did a really good job of controlling the front space and forcing the contact out of Hori. Oh, unlucky by the goal defender there. Did a really good job and then just obstructed at the last moment. Beautiful hands by Simon Bree, the goalkeeper. He's doing a great job once he's lost his man of going and attacking the flight of the ball, which does give him a chance to force an error out of Wellington. Looks like a fun match up in the mid-court there. And again, great front space by Mark Sutton. Waikato sent a pass down 32-20. Beautiful read by Hori coming out to pick that one off. Really good netball there from Wellington. You can tell they've clearly played together a lot. Just some of those connections through the mid-court. Beautiful outside arm and great follow-up by the goal defender. That is exactly what we like to see. Those two working so well in the circle together. Unfortunately, the pass out doesn't match it. And good rebounding position by Mark Sutton, cleaning up the missed shot. 4 minutes left in the Masters final. Wellington leading currently 34-20. Good hands over from Mel there. Unfortunately just stepped in and obstructing. Nobody looks all that keen to chase that ball down. You can tell it is day 4 of the tournament. Beautiful confidence by the Waikato goal shooter to step out and shoot that. They need a lot more of that, just to turn and shoot, see if they can force a turnover down the other end. Beautiful feet from Mark Sutton. And a nice feed with the defender's eyes down. Nice shooting from the Wellington goal attack. Beautiful tip by Hori. Controls it to himself, goes long. Wellington straight out on the break again. And a beautiful long shot by the Wellington goal attack. Started off the game really tentative shooting the ball, but now that it's out of reach, she's got the confidence to just turn and put the ball up and back herself to put it in. And another beautiful baseline drive. Gives this one up to Mark, who puts it in. So some higher legs really starting to take over in this last quarter, but it really has been a great contest all the way throughout. Another brilliant intercept by Hori. Did a great job controlling and balancing himself. Another long shot by the Wellington goal attack. Unfortunately, that one just rolling out. Much better through court from Waikato here. And a great little dodge by the Waikato goal shooter. Into the goal attack and a nice easy goal. Beautiful outside arm by Simon Bree. Unfortunately can't quite get to the second one, but a great little first tip and a nice finish by Mark. Has been really competitive at both ends of the floor. I think Wellington's really just edged it through the mid-court. They've been able to force a lot of turnover ball by contesting and forcing Waikato off the circle edge. Beautiful control by JJ there. Hori came out for the hunt but couldn't quite manage it. And he did a great job controlling his feet to be able to get the ball in. Unfortunately not able to get the finish. might have been a little bit ambitious for day 4. On day 1 she might have jumped for that, but I don't think she's going to with 30 seconds left on day 4. "20 seconds left. Let's see if Waikato can get one more in." Oh, unfortunately a footwork call there, just trying to get it in too quickly. And an over a third call, just a little bit too ambitious. That is the end of our Masters grade final, with Wellington taking it out 38-22 over Waikato Tainui. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will be back with the B grade final in a little while at 11:30. There we go.